I did post a short, and it was from a very short clip of a long rant that I did on. Well, it wasn't that long. It was like 8 minute rant about Doge and how I hate politicians. Just any politicians, I just don't like them. Um, and it was basically a short clip of me saying that politicians are people who, or they were like wannabe celebrities, but they were too ugly. And someone commented, they're like, "Was this supposed to be insightful and or funny?" And I was just kind of like, "I don't know, dude. Did you find it insightful and or funny? It kind of depends on you, right? It kind of depends on the viewer. I was just posting the clip. I just post clips, dude. That's what I was doing. I posted a short." So I wanted to just talk about YouTube comments in general. Every hate comment, which I wouldn't even call that a hate comment because I respond to those type of comments and just like, I don't know. I just say something. I forget what I said to him. Oh no. He had like a picture of the Bills, like the Buffalo Bills, on his as his profile picture, and I just said something about the Bills. It not a big deal, right? Right. But every time I've ever gotten a hateful comment, not beside like that one I'm not really counting because that's just like some guy sees it and he probably just doesn't like my face or my voice or what I said and is just like, okay, screw this guy. I'm going to comment on this, which, by the way, weird energy to have someone posting their face and their likeness and their image and they're chatting. They're chatting to a apparently a 0 person audience and you choose to just like comment something like that. That's weird. I don't think it's hateful. Like I just think you're weird, which, whatever. Have I ever had my fair share of or done my fair share of hateful comments? I'm sure I did. I remember a few times maybe in with people I didn't know on Twitter before. It's like I just had my I was like 17 years old and I'll tell you this, I wasn't doing good. 17-year-old Chance was not doing well. He was an angry young man. He was an angry, sad, broken young man. So a level of sympathy is required for these types of people. Not sympathetic enough to say, "Hey, I hope you get to feeling better," or "Hey, like, what's wrong, man? Let's talk this out." Listen, you can have a level of empathy, but at what point are you gonna be wasting your time? Like these guys, they don't want to hear that shit. They just want to make a comment, get a reaction out of you, and then move on. That's all they want. Or a lot of these people just like keep the reaction going. They try to keep getting a reaction out of you. A fun little sport that I've done is I've gone and checked them out, right? So on YouTube, very easy to get away with things, right? Very easy to just comment a hate comment. You'll never be known. And who the fuck would spend time trying to get to know you? Like the people around you don't even want to get to know you. They probably think you're miserable. And you are miserable, to be fair. If you're leaving hate comments on somebody's video, you're probably miserable, most likely. Um, but on top of that, you're not confident because you're not showing your face. You're not showing your face. You have no videos posted. You just have a bunch of comments on random people's videos. So it could be a big celebrity that they comment hate shit to or love things or whatever. People like who they like and they don't like who they don't like. So it's a lot of comments. TikTok, I've gotten some hate comments, and those are you're a little tougher to hide there because typically people don't just have fake profiles. That's not true 100% of the time, but what I've found is anytime someone has made like a actual fucked up comment. So there's a guy, and I'm only naming the notable ones, guys. If you're getting hate comments, you're doing something right because you invoked an emotion out of this person so strongly that they decided to comment something hateful and trying to hurt you, something that they feel will hurt you. Right? They're commenting that you've evoked that emotion. You're doing the right thing because the opposite will become true eventually as well. Right? Like you'll get some you'll evoke a positive emotion in others. Like if you can, doesn't matter. I'm not going to get into that part of things, but it was for my song Bender. It was just like a little video that I made, and this guy was like, maybe you should relapse, and that'll make your music better. He said that, right? And okay, fine. Like if you're into dark humor or something like that, I mean, whatever. It wasn't like a particularly clever or funny comment, really. It was just kind of like, oh, wow, this guy's got some vitriol to him. What's wrong with this guy? I immediately found out what was wrong with him. I clicked on his profile. I just looked at his profile. And I've got videos on my profile of me moving a crowd. I've on my music channel, I've got, 1,400 subscribers that are pretty interactive. They comment, they like that song in particular. I've moved crowds, like I said, people sing along at shows. And I look at his profile, he's also an aspiring musician. Um, but he is not very good. Doesn't have a lot going for him. Just doesn't. And so I'm not necessarily saying go look at their profiles and come to that conclusion yourself. I'm just saying a safe assumption would be these people are miserable in their own skin. So just let it go, man. Like you can respond if you want to. I choose to respond, but it's I'm at a level right now where I'm trying to get to a point where I don't respond, and it's not a me thing, it's more so of an engagement thing at this current moment. I mean, on a channel with 5 subscribers and like no views, which by the way, um any engagement is pretty good engagement, I think. As long it's I think it's not bad. So I engage with them at this current moment. Eventually, will it get to a point where I don't choose to engage? Of course. And it's probably going to be sooner than even I think. But at this current moment, I was like, yeah, I can engage a little bit. On the music channel and music stuff, I don't choose to engage really because it's just like, I don't know, it's not really for me. Like, I've built enough confidence in the music stuff to one know that it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. If you try to appeal to 100% of people, you'll just appeal to nobody. So I just make the kind of music that I like, and shit, man. If people like it, then they like it. But if they don't, then and it makes them feel so strongly that they need to comment hate, whatever. I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. The relapse comment, like at the time, I was kind of just like, damn, what the fuck did I do to this guy? Just a miserable person. Just a miserable person. And you can't do anything about miserable people. You really can't. They're going to be miserable no matter what. If you try to put them down more, they're going to be miserable. If you try to lift them up, they're going to be miserable. They want you to be miserable with them. So I don't know. That's my little spiel on YouTube comments. So just don't let it get to you, you know?